Hi everyone, this is Marco from bn-games.com. We're here doing a classic capture for one of my favorite games on the PS1, Parappa the Rapper. I'm joined here with Tim, who has been kind of absent lately.
It's not really absent, it's just when you don't have a mixer to have more mics. And
we also don't invite you most of the time.
Yeah, I know, because you're assholes. Yeah, this will also be the first quick classic capture
that we
without
both do.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's on a bit of a vacation right now. He should be back in about another week.
Call it hiatus.
So this was actually one of the earlier PS1 games that came out. This was made by a guy named Matsuya. I forget his last name. You just saw it in the intro. This is essentially one of the very first rhythm games, if not the first rhythm game that came out like this. I remember playing this as a kid and always wanting it, but never actually getting it.
I just remember Pizza Hut used to give out demos, and we got... Oh, no. This was on a PlayStation Underground demo that we used to have, and it was just the first level, and never got to see this much of the game, but I remember we used to like playing it, but... I don't know, it's just like
weird.
It's like seeing it now, it's just like, wow.
Yeah. That's not to say it's a bad game. It's actually really good, but some of the things they do are a little weird.
Stop it.
Yeah.
There's no need to fear.
So the idea is you play a small dog, and I did verify it is a dog named Parappa, who is in love with a girl named Sunny, which is her, the flower girl. And the whole game basically revolves around him doing things to impress her, and other things happen along the way that are bad, and he has to correct them by rapping. Now, that sounds like a really weird premise, but the game itself is actually pretty interesting. It basically uses the 4 buttons, square, triangle, X, and circle. And you have different mentors who teach you different kinds of raps.
I also have to mention here that I think this is where the guy from Naruto got his idea.
Probably. Parappa's catchphrase is, I gotta do what? I gotta believe. As you can see here.
I gotta believe.
It gets so annoying.
Yeah. So see here, he wants to be a superhero, so he goes and trains with this Eggin Man. This reminds me very much of Katamari in that it's random as crap and it's very colorful.
Yeah, well, considering this came out before.
When we were editing this video, the thumbnails looked like they were just candy. I know this is kid-friendly raps, but these are some of the catchiest raps ever. I want to roll around in the hood and just bump these raps.
He wouldn't shut up.
I wouldn't stop rapping the second one.
For days.
Now, the really cool part about this game is not only do you rap, and it has a sequence of audio files. So listen. So every time you push a button, it's sequenced in a way where it has that audio file saved. So it allows you to freestyle and also kind of play with it a little bit, which was really something that you don't even see that often now. Now, there was a sequel for this game, and I haven't played it yet, but I don't think it did as well as this one did.
Which, Unjami Lammy?
No. That was by the same creator. It wasn't as popular. There was a sequel to this on the PS2, though.
Yeah, no, that
Parappa the Rapper 2. It did not do as good. But, I mean, it has a really interesting playstyle. I found this out after. If you'll notice, I'm doing kind of a freestyle thing. It turns out, before you're actually able to do that, to get the perfect score, the cool score, you actually have to beat the levels first on good. And this is the first time I was playing it, so there's no way to get cool the first time around you play it until you beat the level with a good. Now, the Japanese version of this actually had the exact same English audio track. So all of the rapping in Japan was the same as you hear here. I don't know, Tim, what do you think about this game? he's enthralled by the awesome lyrics.
No, it's not the lyrics. It's just the paper, the way it moves. It just reminds me of like South Park in that era.
Punch.
That and it's an onion.
It's a smelly onion at that. I mean, it's not just a regular onion. Now, you'll notice there's a bunch of little onions in the background just watching you.
That means there's more of them.
Yeah. The game itself is actually really short. There's only 6 levels, meaning you can beat it in, I think, like under an hour.
With only 3 available on our copy.
Yeah, that we have a bad copy, so it doesn't let us load past the 3rd level, unfortunately. It goes back to the main menu. We got to get that resurfaced. But, yeah, it's a really short game. It's only, I think it's only 6 levels. But you can go back and try and get the cool score by doing the freestyle. And if you beat all of them with a cool score, you get an
So what do
alternate
you
ending.
guys want to do? Let's go down to the beach.
Let's just watch her.
Sounds cool.
Don't we need a car to get anywhere?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. Parappa got his license before you.
Hey, shut up. He got it in a cooler way. You know, this looks like a giant penis to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the maximum speed is tuned up to 463,200.
Every car needs Vital Panther seats. And this guy's just a giant douchebag.
Hi.
He sounds gay at that. No offense, but he does.
Man,
It's like, hi, everybody.
it's awesome too.
Not only that, it's a convertible. And it is capable of
I'm just wondering where they got the license to Underdog.
Would you like to go to the beach with me?
Sure. Hopefully if all of us can go.
Yeah.
Of course. Come on, girls, sit up front with me. You guys can sit in the back.
Ah, segregation. What the hell? That's not cool.
Hey,
Was that
there was a pool. I would have rode in the pool.
This just shows you how much of a dick he is. And of course, hey, they got free donuts out of it though, so I wouldn't complain.
Free donuts and they get to sit next to the pool.
Yeah. So of course, Parappa starts imagining how awesome it would be if he had a car that could fly, so he can drive around the girlfriend who doesn't have the courage to ask out places.
If I only had a car and a license, I could take Sonny.
How old is he supposed to be?
I don't know.
How can I do that?
I think he's supposed to be a kid.
Yeah, I know.
God,
I gotta believe.
that gets annoying.
I've only heard it twice so far and I'm already fucking...
This is my favorite rap right here.
You wanna learn how to drive, huh? It's harder than you think it is. If you think you can handle it, try this rap.
She sounds like someone like I can't remember. I can't put my finger on it. Like Queen Latifah, I think.
Yeah,
or something
okay,
like
that is the safest driving instructor's car ever. The hood just flies away.
Show me if you can get far. Step on the gas.
that. Step on the gas. Step on the gas. Gas.
Step on the brake. Step on the brake.
You know, I think braking 3 times would stop the car.
Hey, cruising you used to have to hit brake, gas for boost.
Oh,
Come on, let's jet.
Also turn sirens on the cop car.
yeah. Now the cool thing about this game, this was my understanding of it. This was one of the games that they thought would not sell as well here as it would, so they actually included a really nice poster that shows you the idea behind playing it. Because keep in mind that when this came out, this was a new idea. Even now, it's a relatively new idea. I mean, I know we have rhythm games like Rock Band, but nothing like this really, where you just go out and rap like this.
We got an emergency case, you see? Do you know why we stopped the car? Do I know why we stopped the car? Yes, what? Do you know why we stopped the car?
Hey, just tell me. I don't need this long lecture. You're not a very safe driving instructor, are you?
I like how they traveled halfway across town and then they realized the door's not open, not closed.
They haven't noticed that they're missing a whole part of the car. And there's no engine.
Now turn to the right. Step on the gas. Turn to the right. Check it.
Yeah, so like I was saying, there's a poster included that shows you how to
But
play.
I also like how she gives you your license, but right here, you're gonna see reckless driving.
On the brake. Step on the brake. Do you know why we stopped the car again?
And I'm pretty sure he's not using his blinkers.
That's because you just got your license.
Also, him rapping, wouldn't that distract him for driving? Would that not be good? And of course, like any good driver, as soon as he gets his license, 10 minutes later, he takes out his dad's car and wrecks it. And goes to the moon. Like I said, this game is...
It's got its niche appeal. I mean,
Yeah.
Where are you going with my car?
this also teaches kids about, you know,
Being responsible and taking their parents' cars and wrecking them and going to the moon.
yeah.
You know, I'm wondering if they're all just on a giant acid trip and not knowing it. That bear is always eating shit. It explains it. Think about it.
Well, why would he be on an acid trip? Wouldn't he just be have the munchie?
Well, fine. They're all on
He looks
cocaine.
stoned. I'll give you that.
They're all on cocaine. Oh,
She looks like she's on cocaine.
I don't think this is
Why is there a duck as a hood ornament?
And of course, he does the best driving move ever.
I want to go do that in my car right now. Let's go for a ride.
On a rarity scale, I mean, the game isn't super rare, but it is not super common either. I'd probably say it's like maybe a 7 out of 10 on rare level. You can get it. You can get it for about probably like 25.
Yes, but is it worth it?
I mean, I got this personal copy I got for $5 because of because they ended up shipping it to me and it was supposed to be in a perfect condition, but it got scratched. So, you know, normally I wouldn't say anything, but it got scratched to the point where it can't load the other levels. So, I got it for $5. I mean, I think it's worth it for 20. Just as a collector, if you're a PS1 collector, you definitely need this. As a game itself, you really have to make the call because it's a short game. I will tell you that. It's very niche. It's not hard. Replayability, there's not much really, but it is a really good game. They have it on the PSP as well.
See, I'm still convinced he didn't need to buy a new car. Everything just kind of seemed to fall apart in place. I think he could have just screwed it back together.
Wait, what about the other car's insurance? Isn't he insured? Why is he driving without insurance?
It did look like it was a... Oh no, he had a head on.
How can I do
I don't know.
that?
So of course,
Hey, I believe and I still didn't get a new car.
I gotta believe.
no, he works for a day for a flea market and somehow gets enough money to get his dad a new car.
Yeah, well... You know, what do you sell at a flea
You're,
market?
you're telling me these motherfuckers aren't on LSD? They are.
It's not money. It's love. If you want to sell goods here,
I don't know if that's LSD, dude.
next to me.
I don't know, dude. That is not weed. I don't know. Yeah, this is. It's not super hard to find, but if you can find it for a good price, I would definitely say pick it up. They have a PSP version, which is I think like $15. If you're gonna spend that much and you have a PS1, a PS2, or a PS3, you might as well pick this up because even the new PS3s can play PS1 games. So you got that there. I don't know if this is on PSN. I wouldn't be surprised though.
I'm not sure.
And there is a part 2. I haven't played it, but I know it didn't sell as well.
No, I remember when that came out, a lot of people said it was horrible.
And then there's what was the other one that you said? Something jammy?
Jammer Lammy.
Jammerami. That was
Lammy.
Jammer whatever. Look it up. It's it's made by the same guy that made this. That didn't sell as well. That's really easy to find. You can find that for like $5.
That's because I think that one was geared a little more towards girls at a time where girls still quite didn't play games as much.
Yeah, well, as a collector, you would need that too.
Yeah.
So for $5, I mean, you know, we might do a classic capture on that if we ever pick that up.
Eventually.
That's some pretty good freestyling right there. Now, I'll be honest, if you can get the Japanese version of this and you have a way to play it, you know, you can figure out however to do that. I would say get that over this for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the same thing. All of the raps are in English. You know, and it's cheaper. And it also comes with a soundtrack CD with all of these songs on the CD. If you can get that, you might as well just pick that up, to be honest. You know, you're paying the same, if not a little bit cheaper, getting the same game with the same raps, but you're getting a CD along with it. As a collector, I'd say that's... I don't know about you.
Well, me, I collect Japanese games in general, so...
Yeah, I'm just saying if you have a way to play it. But, yeah, that's basically...
Yeah, well, I do have a way to play
Well,
it.
that's a general idea. So, this has been our classic capture for Parappa the Rapper. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe and leave a comment.